Greetings and salutations. Welcome to another episode of 365 Days of Gaming. Really appreciating you taking time to check out this video. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Greatly appreciate it, so thank you in advance. Now, today's episode is going to be really fun because it's a really fun game. It's a beat 'em up and it stars my favorite superhero, or one of my favorite superheroes, Spider-Man. But this is based on a game we already covered, right? This was the one that had the red cartridge for the SNES. This is the sequel to Maximum Carnage. This is Separation Anxiety. Now, technically, the game is called Venom Spider-Man Separation Anxiety. So if you go to look it up and you don't see it, that's probably why. But as a kid growing up, this was a game that I was really excited about and that like nobody else was really excited about. And I couldn't understand why, because if you watched the video for the Maximum Carnage episode I did, this was a Spider-Man game, right? And you got to switch between Venom and Spider-Man, but they were like teaming up. And so then a sequel comes out and now you get to play both of them at the same time. Also, shout out to Steven for helping me record this footage and also, you know, outperforming me on a beat 'em up, which is something that he said, I'm not saying this, but he said that normally does not happen. I think he didn't give himself enough credit, but either way, you know, we were going through it and it was just as fun as I remember. And again, I also remember that people just were not excited about this game and I never got it. This is fun, man. You know, you got Spider-Man and Venom sharing the stage together for the first time on the same team. They wouldn't be able to do that again until Marvel vs. Capcom. And technically that's a fighting game, so it doesn't count the same. And, you know, this was like a game that was already really good, that the only thing that I had an issue with was it not being two players. All of a sudden having a game that is now two players. Like, again, this game was made just for me, you know, clearly, right? It just had to be only for me. Now, there are some things about this game that I still don't appreciate, especially the fact that they made me swing across the bridge, and I knew it was going to happen. I felt it. I knew it in my bones. I knew I was going to fall in, and of course I did. But then Steven fell in too, so it makes me feel a little bit better, right? But this game has really like cool different things that it does. On the jungle stage, for example, you have to like figure out the path, and I'm pretty sure I lost many lives getting lost in the jungle. But the game it's a standard beat 'em up. Like I said, it's literally a sequel to Maximum Carnage, plays exactly the same, which means that enemies will basically try to surround you, and so you have to make sure that, you know, you don't let that happen. But they also try to make you grab them so you can't hit both sides. You know, you can't go left and right. And I keep forgetting that you can like web two people at the same time and make them clash heads. But, you know, so we just basically just did a lot of moving and trying to avoid getting surrounded as much as possible. Also, the other funny thing is some animations in the game, like the henchmen throw like these bombs, but they don't just like throw them at you. They do like this hook shot every time, and it's like really funny. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna throw this awkward hook shot bomb, and it's gonna land and blow you up. But you know, I could have just threw it out or like underhanded. Nah, we gotta use the hook shot every time. But it has a bunch of different villains. You're going through the separation anxiety phase, you know, if you didn't get that from the title. So basically, instead of it just being one more symbiote, it's like Venom's kids. So they're all trying to fight you because, you know, why wouldn't you, instead of just talking about what we are and how we cannot be evil? You know, they rather not. But you're going against the Life Institute as well. So it's like a real, you know, something that you don't really see in a lot of the animation stuff. You only see it in the comic books. And so it's like a cool storyline to follow through. And, you know, it's a beat 'em up, right? So there's not a lot to go into as far as the moves and everything, but it's fun. You're punching things over and over again. It's got an elevator level. You know, you get to see different cameos from different heroes in the game. So for example, you may have on one level, you may get assistance from Ghost Rider, or you may get assistance from Captain America, or you get assistance from Hawkeye, which I thought was hilarious because I'm not the biggest Hawkeye fan, but he did get us out of several jams, so I appreciate that. You know, and it's something that, again, I rarely ever hear anybody talk. Like, I still hear people talk about the Maximum Carnage game. One, because the cartridge was red, but also like, you know, you remember that game when you got to pick between Spider-Man and Venom? And I'm always like, yeah, there was a sequel where you got to play both of them together, two players. Why didn't you play that? Why don't you know about this? Why doesn't anybody else know about this but me? But either way, if you know about it, talk to me. You know, love to hear from you. And if you didn't know about this game, you should go play it. You know, enjoy yourself, treat yourself today. Play Spider-Man Venom, or Venom Spider-Man as it actually is called, Separation Anxiety. And also, I appreciate you letting me reminisce with you. Y'all have fun. Y'all be safe. Peace.